Hey guys, Sklar Brothers and Daniel Van Kirk here, and our guest on Dumb People Town this week is Pete Holmes. The amazing Pete Holmes. We learn about swordplay, swordplay. We learn about tigers and barns, cereal fights, and we just get deep.
There's a lot of guessing.
Yelling.
Deep.
Robert Durst makes it. Robert Durst threatens your life.
Yep.
So
we have it on camera.
We have it all on tape. So if you want to listen to that and listen to Pete Holmes be his riffy, awesome best, please check out this week's episode of Dumb People Town.
Jinx.
A lot of people going, when the next album coming out?
All right, crank that up, Tiggy. That's as loud as my thing goes.
But I love music. That's why I'm here today.
Here we go.
So anyways.
Yeah, that's a Rob Tantrum jam.
Now clap your hands if you're always sad and you know there's something wrong with you. Now move your
From San Francisco, California, in the world-famous San Francisco Sketchfest here at the Memorial Marines Auditorium, Harmontown is now in session. Give it up for your game master, Spencer Crittenden.
Thank you.
Also, give it up for your Deputy District Attorney, Rob Schraub, is here tonight. And the mayor of Harmontown is Dan Harmon.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Very sorry. Thank you. So sorry. Master of apologies. I'm so sorry. It's so good to be back here. I love San Francisco, obviously, but more importantly, we love the Marine Memorial Theater. That's
Casino, hotel, and water park.
I probably expressed this last time. Is my mic too hot, or that's fine, right?
No,
That's not an answer to my question. Folks, I'm sorry for everything.
It sounds good to me. Is it good for you guys out there?
But if I go like this, that's if I want to do like a Richard Pryor joke where I'm like, you go down the street and you see the guy and he's like, "What are you doing, son?" Okay, I'll save that character for later. But I'm just worried about the guy. Well, when I hear the word Marine, I get and memorial. I think of the ghost of my grandfather who lied about his age to fight fascists, and who is watching me in my 45th year of life with his arms folded, a cigarette dangling from his lips, like in a costume designed by the Dunkirk creators, and I just going like, when are you ever gonna get off your ass and stop these fucking Nazis? Like, I was 16. I lied about my age for the privilege of storming Normandy, and you joined an improv troupe. You're at 30. You are such a fucking shameful lump
When did he
fat.
tell you that he lied about his age?
My grandma told me. I don't know.
When?
What do you mean when? What are you depositioning my fucking dead grandpa? What the fuck? Where is this going? You think he didn't lie about his age? You think he's lying about his age?
You seem like you're hiding something.
You're distracting from the issues that people want to hear.
I want to see a receipt about your lie.
That's what we're alleging.
I'm going to shut down Harmontown until we get to the bottom so we can strike a deal. We're shutting down Harmontown.
Was it like Christmas? Was his birthday? And he goes, I have a confession to make, Danny. I have a confession to make. I wasn't 18. I have a
never
confession.
Confessed to me. I don't have that power. It was that knowledge that was handed down from our.
I just wanted some backstory.
Anyways, it's good to be back in the Marine Memorial Theater, if that's what it's called, in San Francisco.
You know, it's great here. If you stay at the hotel here, which I have several times, and it's lovely, and the people here are great. The towels in there, most hotel towels, white. These towels here, they're kind of like...
They have little guns on them.
No,
They're kind of like peach, mauve-y, like kind of beigey peach colored, like you're at your grandpa's or grandma's
They're
house.
storming themselves.
Yes.
They're marine towels. They're not
Yes. They from the balls of Montezuma
to the cheeks of Triple A. We will dry your entire body. We are marine
I don't think
memorial
from the
towels.
balls of Montezuma landed as hard as that should have. I thought that was a pretty solid marine testicle joke.
Yeah, I don't. By the way, there's no show tonight. I don't have anything. But I do. This is the first Harmontown show we've had with an audience. I mean, we in a while.
In a while, yeah.
So I don't want you to be punished. There's probably more important stuff for you guys to be at, and you paid money for tickets, and I have nothing but shame. Why are there empty seats? I thought this was sold out.
That's what that was the first thing I thought.
What the fuck?
There's way too many empty
fuck?
seats.
What in the fuck?
And this is the bottom row. God knows what the balcony looks like. How's my balcony doing? Oh, yeah. Schraub
Okay.
got into the audience.
This will work out great.
Yeah, I mean, we've been famously sold out for weeks, and there's seats everywhere.
There's a bunch of seats. It's
move it down. I don't give a shit. Everybody, move over one seat.
all right. I got. We have a great show for you tonight. I promise you that.
Prove it. Prove it.
Uh-oh. I think we have a heckler in the front row, Dan.
Just ignore
Prove
him.
it.
No. I do have one.
Schraub is feeding back.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was
ahead,
going to
Em.
try to stay sober for this show, but I think I'm going to
Okay.
start drinking now.
For people who are going to be listening to this as an audio podcast, why is that tiny microphone-sized
This
speaker
one?
even there? It seems exclusively designed for him to do that.
Rob showed up here 2 weeks ago to totally outrig this entire theater with audio equipment jokes.
What? Now he's. What?
Somebody shut off
That
my
was
mic.
the sound of Rob getting back on stage.
Oh God.
How did you not know? I mean, how did you know that wasn't going to make a horrible ear-piercing screech that would make everybody bummed out?
Well, I was hoping it would.
Yeah.
That could have been a nightmare.
Hey, do you forget
like
who you're
the-
dealing with here?
That's like asking. You're asking.
I have this voice.
Your whole
Ear piercing is my
your whole life is
Deal.
feedback.
very
It's
true.
like asking Ed Gein, how did you know your mom's head wouldn't start talking to you when you placed it at the foot of your bed? All right. Too soon or too regional. I'm from Wisconsin. Wow. Well, let's spend the next 20 minutes recovering from that. Of all the metaphors I could have used, I'm so sorry.
I don't think it was temporal or regional. I think it was just fucking
Bad metaphor.
Bad.
I thought they were on my side for 1 second, but I got one thing in my Bear Notes app. Bear Notes is interesting. It's tag cloud based. You should check it out.
It's a notes app for like kind of hairier, bigger homosexuals, right?
Why does that fly here? And my I can't win for losing. I made a joke that should have only offended
Rob,
3
stop
people
tap-
from Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Stop tapping the microphones.
What is he doing?
He wants you to say hello. Here, Rob, scoot your stool forward.
Rob,
like
I flew you out here.
Yeah. I don't know why you did either. You were like, you want to go? And I'm like, okay, sure. You know what's going to happen.
Because you seemed sad, and I wanted to make you happy. I didn't know making you happy would make me sad. That's not fair.
Very true.
What am I, the Green Mile guy? I'm just sucking up your sadness, and then I'm gonna... Now, you grown that? What, he made a bear joke? That's a fictional guy from a movie from 20 years ago. You're offended by everything I do. I accept it. I am sorry. I am the master of apologies.
We all want to hear what's on your California Hair
I
Bear
have
app.
one grievance. I have one airline grievance left. Everyone that listens to the podcast knows I fly around. I have a million airline grievances. I have one airline grievance. I don't like airlines. They're terrible. I'm not going to waste your time with that. You know, you're San Franciscans, you're leftists, you're socialists. You know airlines are a cartel. You know they're garbage people. But now let's zoom in.
On the food, right? On the food? You hear about this airline food?
It's not airline food.
Oh.
I mean, the peanuts, they don't even give you the peanuts anymore.
Why
What
do they
is
call
the
it
deal with-
airlines? When they
Virgin
clearly...
Virgin Atlantic, Virgin America, whatever the fuck. Now it's a subsidiary of
Alaska
the subsidiary of Kleenex. I don't know. They're very groovy. I applaud it.
Oh, God, I know where this is going.
You're gonna fly right. We're gonna make Virgin all right. When you fly, I'm gonna fly. Compared to every other airline that tries
Because
to
tonight,
make their
we're
seat.
gonna fly. We're gonna live it on up.
I hate that. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I did it already.
For the 0.1%
Okay,
of you.
that's what I'm talking about. Don't steal my complaint thunder. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's the one part.
Yeah.
All the other
Me and
airline
Greg Proops
videos.
get up and dance to it, and like with the flight attendants now. We start doing like a little music video.
It's
like,
when the person says.
Aren't you supposed to stay in your seat? You're getting up and dancing?
Don't get ahead of Dan. Don't get
Okay.
ahead of him.
It's when the
Dan?
person says.
Continue.
To the 0.0001% of you that have never operated a seatbelt. Really? Here's my problem with this as a comedy writer. Break that down. Take a scalpel, cut it in half. This is what we call a sock barrel in comedy rooms. Like, she could have said, to the 0.001% of you that have never operated a seatbelt, and then continued, and it might have been funny. Also, she could have said, to those of you that have never operated the seatbelt, really? And it might have been funny. Saying to the 0.001% of you that have never operated a seatbelt, ostensibly you're asking the audience to lean in with the 0.001% of their heart that is naturally predisposed to identify with the underdog. Whether these people know it or not, you're leaning in, and then she kicks you in the nuts. Really? And you're like, my nuts were pre-kicked. Hat on a hat. Look it up. All right.
Okay, Dan.
But it doesn't matter. That airline's now dead, ostensibly because maybe they treated their customers well. I don't know. I used to enjoy traveling by Virgin. JetBlue is now property of Clorox. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You guys you're like, wait, yeah, Dan, yeah, please, let's come to a Marine Memorial Theater. I want to hear your fucking quibbles about your first class travel.
That's called stagecraft, you guys.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. When we
countering.
travel by airplane, we're all in the same position. We're all being forced by a weird something complex to force it. I got to read my Chomsky.
Dan, here's the thing. I feel like we've talked about this before, but here's the difference.
All right, noted.
And you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like any part of this. You've only heard that song in first class where you don't get to see the video that goes along with it.
You don't need to see her
you
going
need
like
to
this
see.
to
No,
get that
it's
joke
a cartoon
is not
character. I
landing.
forget if it's like a moose sitting next to a squirrel, or I don't forget what it
No.
is. And on the cartoon version of it you watch, it actually it's less offensive when you see the power dynamic of the two characters saying that to each other. But you've only heard that from your cosseted bullshit, rich, Sony, NBC, cable. What do you want now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know either. Yeah, keep abusing me. Everybody keeps shoveling me down into a ditch. Like, oh, you're so privileged. I'm privileged to death.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to be privileged? Have you ever stopped to think about it? Oh, I wonder what it's like to be privileged.
Yes.
You never think about it.
Hashtag me.
All right. Well, that should conclude the us portion of the show.
Let's start the show.
I want to tell you guys a story. You're San
Hello.
Franciscans, so you guys.
Hello.
You guys live at the epicenter of hate and Ashford Manor, but you're where the hippie thing started in the 1960s or something. The first bra was burnt at the corner of the 2 blocks on 203 North Haight and the corner of Ashbury North, and like this city's always had a weird relationship, like a counterculture, and then it's such a nice place to live that the yuppies move in and they overtake and all this shit, and like most recently, Silicon Valley, oh God, Jesus Christ, these people, these computer programmers, some of them are here among us. I moved here because I want this poor person's apartment. How much money can I pay for it to shove them out with money? And it's not their money, but they're just being shoved out by money. And we don't know where they go. Oakland, I don't know.
Oakland. Give it up for Oakland.
Yeah.
But then,
What the lucky number is 911.
but the intersection between those roads, like the smart people whose buses you Visigoths block, and you're going like, your bus will not pass, and the people inside those buses going, I came here from Thailand. I don't know what's going on. It all intersects with innovation, and the human spirit, and the individual triumph. I want to tell you a story.
Wait, I thought you were.
I am.
Okay, all right.
I just wanted to remind them.
Okay, right.
I'm telling you a story. Once upon a time, there was a man. And I know that already makes it less marketable a story. But that's the truth. There was a man who was a trumpet enthusiast. And
a brass enthusiast.
Well, a brass enthusiast, which made him, by default, a trumpet enthusiast.
Right.
You can interrupt anytime you want. It's fine. I'm not...
Oh, is it fine? This is what fine is?
Is that okay? Is it all right? Anytime?
I think he was talking to me. It's not even making sound.
What is he doing? This is insane. I feel like Jane Goodall. What am I like? I feel like I'm trying to just get everyone to have tea with me, and then I'll be like, touchdown.
I thought you were setting me up.
Once upon a time, there was a guy who was such a brass enthusiast that he's like, I want to share my brass enthusiasm with the world. And this new technology comes along. Oh, you can make apps. And he goes, you know what? I want everyone to learn the glory of the trumpet. and I'm going to make an app, and I'm going to call it iTrump. Because iTrumpet is too long. And then a guy started suing him in 2011 named Donald Trump. And long story short, but let's hear the rest of the story. This man, Donald Trump, spent a total of something like half a decade trying to intimidate and sue this guy into non-existence, just trying to get him to stop calling his app about trumpets, iTrump. This guy represented himself in court and beat him and won. Please welcome Tom Scharfeld.
Yeah.
The San Francisco spirit
Now, like,
embodied.
a lot of people going, when the next album coming out? You know,
I don't know. Was that a good introduction, or was that too like weird?
Amazing introduction. Only introduction I've ever gotten in my life.
Can we help you
You don't
out?
want to do that? Yeah.
Can we lower your stool?
But yeah. I mean, I'm getting your story sloppy. But there are parts that are very fascinating about it. First of all,
You gotta hit it.
It's intimidating, I have to say.
my favorite part of it is that you're not who's the most you're not Herb Alpert. That's a famous trumpet guy,
I
right?
know, he's a fantastic
You're not like
yeah.
you never said that you were. You're not like I'm the best trumpet player in the world. You love like you have an app called iBone for trombone.
So I mean, you're laughing, but it's a serious app. I mean,
I'm not laughing. They laughed, but they also applaud because they love
so
you.
it's something. I'm a trombone player. I've been playing trombone my whole life, basically.
Well, you got to eat that mic. Imagine it's
I've been playing trombone.
an instrument.
Okay, I'm a trombone player for the record, and I've been playing pretty much my whole life. And but Miles Davis is one of my big idols, so I love trumpet, and so
He's like the Herb Alpert of trumpet players.
I like Herb Alpert as well.
Sorry, you guys
Right.
don't realize Miles Davis was just outed, called out yesterday on a different podcast.
Right. So what was the original question?
Continue. Sorry. I'm being a petty vandal. I'm angry. Go ahead.
Okay, no. Could you?
Remind
What was the
you
question
of what we
again?
were talking about. Yeah. No. I said you had a iBone app.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm not being aloof. I'm pulling up your app.
Okay. Yeah, so iBone was my first iPhone app. It was really an experiment, but it was something that I knew because I've been playing trombone my whole life. And I launched, I worked on it for a few months and got it out. This was back in 2009, launched it, and it was a success. I got some good feedback, and then I got to work on a trumpet pretty much right away. And, a lot of work designing it, trying to get the interface right. Because I was trying to make something playable and intuitive for real players. Something you could actually use as a practice tool and learn from.
So the trombone was your favorite thing, but like you felt like you nailed it, and then you're like, I'm going to move on to the other instrument.
Right.
And so I'll call it iTrump. This is
Yeah.
2011.
Right.
So
right.
then something comes in the mail,
Yeah, so pretty much, I launched it.
and maybe I can provide some soundtrack for this story.
Yes. Yeah. So launched it in January 2011. It's beautiful.
For those of you
Yeah.
listening, I'm providing that soundtrack with this amazing $2 app.
Yeah, it's not a real
$2.99,
trumpet, Dan.
$2.99.
Right. So,
I very, very affordable compared to the price of fascism. Sorry,
yeah.
continue.
So I launched it at the NAMM show. I don't know if you know the NAMM show. It's a big music merchandising show in Anaheim, and
We're all very
it was
familiar with.
Yeah. So it's the biggest trade show in Anaheim, but 80,000 people or something. So anyway.
You don't have to sell it.
It was a
to
good
us.
launch. It was a good launch. After 2 years into a good launch, it was in USA Today, and then 2 weeks later, I got a cease and desist letter from Donald Trump, and honestly, I got the letter.
All right, so you get the letter and it says, "Stop calling your app iTrump."
Right. So
My boss. I'm a lawyer from Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, and
right.
stop calling it I Trump. You know there's only one Trump, and anyone that's ever going to call something I Trump is the big buster himself.
Right.
Okay. So you read that letter.
Right, and he claimed he had some computer games, and he claimed that...
claimed he had computer games?
Yeah. No, and iPhone apps, and he claimed that I was trading off of goodwill that he had generated.
He thought you were riding on the back of the popularity of Donald Trump in 2011 with your app about trumpets.
Yes. And he claimed that, it's...
Oh, sorry.
Trumpets known as... So yeah, he claimed that it was it's known as a horn and not a trump, and so anyway,
that's their argument.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, the instrument you're describing is not called a trump. Right. My boss is called a trump.
It's known as a horn.
Okay.
Anyway, basically all brass instruments are known as horns. Anyway, so I got the letter, and I honestly thought it felt like some kind of, it felt like April Fool's or something. So I saw it on my phone, and I laid down on my bed and pulled the computer up, just, to take some time to read it. And then the first thing I did was to actually go to the lawyer's webpage to make sure it was a legitimate, like a real firm.
You thought it might be your friend from college.
I mean, honestly,
fucking with you.
Yeah, it was completely out of this world. So I wasn't afraid. Right, I was really just more shocked. Right, I mean, it just didn't seem real. Right.
At this point, I just want to interject. How is your iBone money like keeping you afloat? Like, are you? I just want to get a sense of like, are you in a 1-bedroom apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment? Are you married? Are you a trust fund guy? Are you? We want to feel your protagonism.
Well, so I started doing apps like when I was 29, 30, and I had saved up money, before, and then I started working on some different projects which didn't make a lot of money. iBone made, some money, but it's volatile, it doesn't just last. You have to continue to develop and to promote it.
You weren't sitting on a war chest that you could go into
litigation. I'm not sitting on a war
chest.
No one here is sitting on a war chest.
I'm not sitting on a war chest, but I really believe in my products, and I really have, hope and dreams.
This is why I love you. This is why you're a hero.
Okay.
Because you're passionate about fucking brass instruments.
Yeah, well...
Which is the opposite of Donald Trump, and he's not passionate about anything.
So I worked on products that I haven't been that passionate about, and when I started working on projects that I was passionate about, it was like, it was something amazing.
What are the products you weren't passionate about?
I mean, you know what? You don't want to hear about it.
Well,
Salad.
Just one.
Well, I mean, the one I did immediately prior to iBone was a service called Whoop Tones.
Whoop Tones?
Oh,
yeah.
That sounds familiar.
And I loved Whoop. I was passionate about it for a while, but then the meaning wasn't there, So the product, what it did was...
Sometimes the spark goes out. Sometimes.
It was basically pre-smartphone. It allowed you to call people and play sound effects during the phone call. And
I like that already. You can't do that now.
It was a fun maybe I could
like a soundboard. I could call Jeff and go like, "Hey man, do you want to hang out?" And then press a button. And
so you could exactly So you could. So the motto, the slogan was Whoop Tones, press 1 to fart was the slogan.
That's the slogan of the company.
That was it, yeah.
Whoop Tones, press 1 to fart.
Right.
Okay.
But you could actually take the sounds and. That's from 2005. It was launched in 2000. It's still
These
online.
are 2005 farts, Dan.
But
are you picking up emotionally on the fact that you are the hero that we've always wanted?
But anyway, you could play scenes too. Backgrounds that would loop, so it could create the impression you're elsewhere. You could do that too.
Oh, so you could do like a foggy harbor in London.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I can't make it to work. My ship is Paddington is lost, and I'm trying to find him.
A bunch of typewriters and people talking like, honey, I can't right now. I got a big story coming out right now.
It's in there. That's one of them. The busy office.
Okay.
But anyway, so I worked on it for 2 years, and I just really didn't get anywhere, and so I started to lose the passion for it, and part of it was the meaning for me wasn't there. It wasn't something I could go back to my childhood and latch onto.
But the trombone was. Was that what you played when you were in school? Was that your first instrument in school?
Yeah,
trombone?
yeah. And my idols, Miles Davis, J.J. Johnson, trombone player, but it's something that really meant something. And so if I could do something for those kids or the ex-players that are, the seniors and whatever.
Kids deprived of music budgets in their schools.
So the meaning was there. And is there a market? I didn't know, but it was an experiment. It was a way to learn how to build an app. It was my first app. And but because I knew what the trombone was, I knew how I would design it immediately. It was just about trying to figure out how to build the app, But when I started to get good feedback, I just kept on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you're like, the iBone didn't make you a billionaire.
Not a billionaire,
it gave you an emotional cue that you're like, I should keep following this path of bliss.
Yeah, but
I am going to now do the iTrump.
I could see a path to maybe not billions, but maybe millions. Seriously.
Yeah,
I could see it.
But at any rate, like your job had coincided with your fulfillment, and you're like, Trump. That's
right,
next.
and so that's what I was kind of going for.
So then you get a letter. A guy goes, I'm Trump. I will be iTrump. I'm going to be iTrump. And then here's the part where you become a god, because you don't go, oh shit, Donald Trump is suing me. I'll just do the iFlute. You represent yourself and just go through this process that takes forever, and the whole time, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Like you had to go through this whole thing. It was never you in court next to him. It was just people and probably mostly paperwork, right? But,
yeah, I mean, so it's a long process, and I just kind of took it step by step, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. But when it starts with something that's ridiculous, I mean, that's what it seemed like to me.
If somebody goes like, "Hey, you over there, that's my name.
Right.
That's my property."
But not only that,
what?
I felt like I was being mugged by he himself. It's like you're out in the street in New York and he comes out of nowhere and robs you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And what am I supposed to do?
Like the Monopoly guy is robbing you.
Right. It just
like you're little Bruce Wayne and your parents are coming out of the opera house, and then a fucking dude that's even richer than them is like,
It's
right.
fake.
I want everyone's money.
Not real people. They all groaned.
The tragedy's real, Rob.
Right. And you're laughing, but that's what it felt like, and that feeling persisted for years. And so anyway, I continue. I checked it out. I asked some lawyers, what they thought about it, just to, for reality check, to make sure. I knew a little bit because I'd gotten trademarks through the office, but I got a reality check, and
I guess that's supposed to sound like a road of trials beat.
But
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So when you were developing iTrump, did any point in your mind were you like going, it kind of sounds like that Donald Trump guy? Like, did that ever cross your mind until you got the?
It never did, because this was 2011.
He'd be like, oh, is that the guy from Home Alone 2?
Right. No, that's the guy. That's the birther conspiracy guy.
Yeah,
the guy from
Is
Apprentice.
that the guy that's been trying to run for president for 35 years, basically in secrecy because no one cared?
Yeah, no, it never crossed my mind, not once, and that's why that letter was so,
And
crazy.
there's another threshold you cross. This is what's important. Is that you defeat this, and you do it representing yourself. They got their lawyers. They're hoping you're going to get scared, go bankrupt. You stick to it. You reach a point where you have the right to do your thing. But then like every hero...
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the litigation started the following year, as I continued to use the app and continued to sell it and everything, and so the litigation, I was going to try to use a lawyer for that, but that fell through like the day before. My
He died mysteriously, didn't he?
The way litigation works.
He died in a tuba accident.
Right. I won't get into it.
It's 9 Russian hookers fell on him from the top of a shitty building.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, it fell through. and
he was
so
strangled with bad clothing
I was
and
basically
choked
left
with
to
uneatable steak. Sorry,
I don't know. But so the one side, the plaintiff files the complaint first. You got 40 days to answer. So it was a couple days before the answer was due that this fell through. So I go, I'm myself, and I do it myself for that. And then that was, it was just step by step after that. Next, there's a settlement, discovery conference where you have to talk to the lawyers. That didn't go too well. And they kind of threatened me with their, they said I would have to come through them. And I hung up the phone, and that really kind of made me more determined to continue. So that continued for the next year, 2, maybe it was about 2 years after that. And they were stonewalling throughout the whole period. And so I had to go to the board, motion to compel. I mean, we're talking hundreds of emails back and forth, trying to work through legal arguments and all kinds of stuff. But then filed a motion to compel demanding that they turn over the information. The board sided with me and required them to turn over a lot of information. So I'm trying to give them, get them to turn over information related to, that would support the facts.
This is where you become Melanie Griffith in Pacific Heights. Shot in San Francisco.
Right.
Because you're like, okay, go.
Right. So, and they're trying to get me to hire a lawyer. They're claiming I'm brazen for representing myself and all kinds of stuff. And so anyway, the board sided with me and told them they were going to have to turn over, certain information. And ultimately they didn't want to do it, so they withdrew. But I had counterclaims.
And then you're like, why are you withdrawing?
Right.
Sorry.
And I was like that.
My girlfriend calls this dansplaining. I'm sorry.
Well,
I think I coined that.
Yeah.
I had some ideas. Part of it
Everybody calls it that now. Yeah.
Part of it I thought was they had no claims to begin with, right? This was just about draining me and disrupting my little business. And but it was also appeared that they were trying to protect some of their own trademarks, which appeared to me to be, they were shady. And I only learned about this during the course of that proceeding over that 2-year period.
What does shady mean in the trademark world?
It means, it could be in a number of things. In this case, one appeared fraudulently maintained, meaning
They just said they tried.
Well, one of the declarations that they filed was false,
right?
Clearly false, and it appeared that they knew it was false, and that they filed it anyway,
right,
in order to gain this right of incontestability.
So the legal basis for the trademark is what was shady.
Right, for this particular mark I'm talking about.
They made shit up. They were like, oh, we got a half dozen things called Trump. We got Trump perfume, Trump wastebaskets, Trump thing. And then one of them was like, no, you don't.
Trump tires, Trump alarm clocks.
Yeah.
Trump sidewalks.
So this particular one,
Rob, I bet, just a little sidebar, I bet you can't name 20 more of those.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Then we'll... Wait, someone keep count.
Trump dogs.
1.
Trump frogs.
2.
Trump doors.
3.
Trump floors.
4.
Trump states.
5.
Trump buses.
6.
Trump fences.
7.
Trump balloons.
8.
Trump
Faster.
fasters. Trump windows.
9.
Trump pictures.
10.
Trump numbers.
11.
Trump
Wait, that one doesn't
drums. Trump
12.
pets.
13. Kind of like
Trump
dogs.
pets. Okay, Trump zoos.
14.
All right, he can't do
So
it.
Stakes.
I can do it.
Stakes
I
is the
don't
only
feel
one.
like-
Stakes is the only one.
Right.
But it was good. And Trump actually, Trump asserted his entire trademark portfolio against me. Seriously, he had 120 registrations, and the board asked him to
That's
clarify
a lot of registrations.
which ones are you actually going to rely on this proceeding? And he picked Stakes among a few others.
Because
And
they're
furniture.
delicious.
Anyway.
All right. And you
Gross.
but you went after him.
I went after his own.
The dragon tried to eat you, and you avoided the dragon. And then, as the dragon flew away, you grabbed it by the tail and you ate the ass of the dragon. That's my.
Well, not that kind of eating his ass.
Google has struggled. More importantly, buy his app. I want him to be a billionaire by the end of 2018. Whether you care about the trumpet or not.
Can I pitch you? Can I pitch you, Tom? Can I pitch you an idea? Because people think a tuba is the big one that they carry around.
People do think that.
Yeah, but that's
Sousaphone.
That's a sousaphone. Right. How about do a sousaphone app and call it the iPhone?
Easy peasy.
I was thinking.
You got momentum.
I was thinking about sousaphone.
What do they call the tuba if it's not that?
Well,
If
there's a stand-up tuba or like a sit-down tuba, and then there's the marching tuba, which is a sousaphone.
Why don't you just say that?
Well, because it's a sousaphone and not a.
All right, let's hear a little of this.
Yeah. How did you? How did you eat the? Tell us about eating the dragon's ass.
Well, the app, by the way, it's
does
not
the dragon
just,
like
not
it?
only is
Like,
is it a simulated trumpet, which is already worth $2. Like it also has like a karaoke mode where you can. Someone expressed incredulity. They're like a simulated trumpet for $3. What? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear anything.
But
he made that up. Yeah.
But wait,
There's also
there's
like a
more.
karaoke mode where you can.
That's good. That's good.
It's already better than the first year of presidency.
I would vote for the.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Yeah. Thus spake drunk Zarathustra.
Let's go back to the story.
Yeah.
Go back to the story.
Is there?
Wait, Tom, can you show us a little like?
Is there a way? Well, can you play it better than me because you invented it?
I mean,
Can you? Or would you be able to play it to a beat? Is what we're wondering.
Well, like before we give him a beat, like I want to hear him just fiddle around like a cappella, like just.
Wait, what do you say?
I say let's just hear him play like just, without any accompaniment.
Okay,
Yet.
let him vamp a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
can you hear that?
that is. I mean, we don't really know. That could be one button. We don't. All right. Oh yeah. That's a. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah.
You gonna rap?
Yeah. Yeah. I am.
rap?
Yeah. It's compulsory. Yeah. Yo. Can you do it to the? Can you do it? Yo. Probably put the speaker on the mic. Yeah.
The
Yo.
mic's here.
Right. The speaker's there, and then what?
How do I do it?
What?
Okay. We should have really had a tech rehearsal for this one.
Well, you put it. Point the. Yeah. That.
Yeah, Tiggy,
Okay.
can you jack up that mic? Can you pump that one up a bit?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yo. San Francisco. Yo. Yeah. San Francisco. Yeah. SFO. Yo. Yeah. Yo. S to the FO. Yo. Bay Area. Yo. Spraying areas. Yo. Area. Yo. Area. Yo.
You were better at trumpet.
Yo. Well, trying to. Okay. Yo. Yo. Better than Bavaria. Yo. Yeah. All right. It's a couple of Bavarians here. All right. No problem. Yeah. Brass is an instrument of choice. It's better than your mama's pussy's voice. I'm gonna blow it until it sounds loud. I fucked your mama till her in the cloud. It's Silicon Valley. I fucked your mama, I didn't dally. I got in there and worked hard. I fucked your mama all across the yard, and I went to the bushes and to the shrubs. I fucked your mama, my name is Nubs. Nice to meet you. My name is Nubs.
MC Nubs.
Enough about me. Let me start rapping. One day, I wanted some food because I was in a food-eating mood. I went to the store and I ate some food and then I wanted some more, but I didn't have money, so I had to steal it, and then your mama was there and her pussy didn't feel it. What?
MC Nubs.
For those of you listening, they're not reacting to my juvenility. They're reacting to Jeff's reaction to my juvenility. All right. Juvenility. Yo. San Francisco's civility. Yo, they just want to be left alone. Why you gotta try to come on our trombones and all our trumpets and our brass instruments? I fucked your mama so hard she needed an after-dinnerment. Yo. This should be less impressive to you, but, well, no. Well, you paid money for your tickets, so I won't tell you have bad taste. Yo, Alcatraz, visit it. Fucked your mama so hard I had a business there in her pussy. All right, stop it. All right, here we go. Marine Memorial. I fucked your mama. All right. Start over. Okay. All right. Yo. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I. All right, okay, that's not gonna work. All right. Trumpets are the best instrument. I already did that after dinner, man. Okay. Sorry, okay. You're fucking it up, Harmon. They're never gonna come back. I'm so sorry about what you saw about me on Twitter. No? Okay. All right, still bitter. I don't get you. But I only want your approval, so that's fine. However I can get it is fine. Here we go. Foot in the shoe. Fucked your mama so hard my dick turned to glue. I used it as an adhesive. I fucked your mama and he left. All right. We're gonna do a good rap before we're not gonna leave. San Francisco's gonna get a good rap. San Francisco is a city. Your foot looks like a titty. I want to be with you. I glue. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Got a flow. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, that was the end of that track. You want to start from the top?
That was good.
How you feeling, Tom? You doing good?
He's tired.
Okay.
His arm's tired.
Rob was holding the mic out.
All right. One more. Let's just get it. We'll work the crowd. We'll work the crowd's information into it. All right. Oh God. All right. Okay. All right.
In the crowd.
What's your name?
Brandon.
Yo. That sounds better. Brandon. I fucked your mama. My pussy's landing on her stomach.
Jesus Christ.
Get a better name, you piece of shit. What's your name?
Kevin Dog Nasty.
Dog Nasty? All right, fine. Hat on a hat. Yo, fucking Dog Nasty. Fuck you. All right. Is it? What's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie. All right. Yo. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Jamie. I fucked your mama and she was never the same. Pussy made it tamey. It wasn't wild. It was okay. I'm working too hard. All right, just let me. I'm getting more information. Don't cheer. Why are there so many empty seats?
It's Dan working too hard, Harmon.
All right, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael, and what do you fear more than spiders?
Dan Harmon.
He fears Dan Harmon. All right. Well, give me more than that, then, because do you understand? What's like a childhood trauma you had?
Running with scissors.
Dan Harmon.
Scissors? You ran with scissors? Did you get hurt real bad?
I cut my tongue in half.
Cut your tongue in half?
Oh, God.
How are you able to speak?
Show's over.
Yeah, I don't know. It healed nice.
It healed nice? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yo, Michael cut his tongue. Yo, he took the scissors and run around the block and cut his shit in half. I fucked your mama like she was a veal calf. Yo, I want to be good. I want to rap good in San Francisco's hood. I want to be with them. I want to make them like me, but I can't do it with my friend Mikey because half his shit was a hat on a hat. I want to fuck your mama hard. What you think about that? Got a hip-hop spirit and going with the flow. I'm going to fuck your mama cold like an Eskimo. I'm going to roll hard. All right. It's not. It's.
He could have stopped there. He could have stopped there.
Wait. What did you say?
And yet he persisted.
Okay. What? We need more. We don't have enough gender balance in these abuses. What's your name? Kelsey. Okay. Moving on. Kelsey, what? I don't want to say what do you do because we're all unemployed and everyone's offended by that. What do you want to do?
Oh God, I don't know.
Right? How will you know when you're finished? Who is a family member that you truly hate in your deepest of hearts that you wouldn't even care if they died?
Oh, God.
Roger.
What's that? Roger. Okay. R to the G to the E to the R. Kelsey doesn't care where the fuck you are. She hopes you die and she doesn't care. Everybody's got trauma in there. We gotta get beyond our shit. I'm gonna fuck your mama and get with it. It's gonna be in San Francisco. This isn't working really. It's.
I think you gave it a good try. Try the Schraub microphone speaker trick.
Wait, what's that?
Try the Schraub microphone speaker
Now,
trick.
come on.
Check it.
Turn down your mic.
Yeah, it's good. There's another one.
Yo, I fucked your mama like. Oh, and she said, yo. But then I said, give me some. If you around, I get some. Then she said, well, you gotta give me some. So I gave her all. Okay, all right.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
I like that. I like that one. Do you want me to get you some stairs?
Nah, I can make it.
How about some stairs? Would you like some stairs?
Do you want a little boost?
Why don't you just jump up here?
Do you have anything? Here's the thing. Do you have anything that's not hip hop related, like a song? Like, is there a song, like something that's more like I could sing?
More of a jingle.
It's very important that I make it worth this town's time. They have welcomed me back from the dead.
I trump everyone. That was great.
Oh, he's not done.
No,
Available.
he was given the app.
Available.
It wasn't a real trumpet.
You know what we have? You know what we
Apps.
have? Let's try this one out. It's not exactly a song, but I think it's something that fans of the show will dig. And we've got Rob Schreiber. I think this might be something that's worth a try.
I have an idea of what this might be, in case anyone was curious. I was right. World of Cat. Look at Dan's reaction.
Yo. Mike Crivello's world is a world of cameras. Come on, we can't. I can't rap. We've already established that.
Look at this professional stagecraft.
Yeah, well, give me something to work with. I can't face them.
If we only had a spotlight for your ass.
Dan has literally turned his back on
If we
the
get a
audience.
spotlight on his ass or the back of his head or the small of his back. Talking about making it worth it for the audience.
You don't have something that just. I obviously my flow is off. I just maybe I think I could I could sing something.
Maybe you should work it out.
That would be rapping. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lash out at you, Kevin. I love your kite rental.
Is this one the lyrics version or the karaoke version?
I think it's probably the lyrics.
All right. Well, we'll do something else.
You haven't lived it yet.
No, hang on. No, that's not it. What's the? Hang on. What's the one that we did on the Harmon tour one?
You need some help?
This is how easy it is? I feel like Mary Lou Henner.
Mary Lou Henner reference. Mary Lou Henner reference. Dan did a Mary Lou Henner reference. Mary Lou. Who'd you reference? Who'd you reference?
Can I,
Mary
Dan,
Lou
remember
Henner?
this?
San Francisco is a town that'll turn you upside down. With your social norms will be flipped backwards and you'll love it. And you'll go to college here and you'll have a micro beer. And you'll make an app or two and maybe you'll get to live in an apartment for $2 million a month. And have a special bus come pick you up every day that's above the law because the singularity's on the way. And it takes you to the hills and you go to a campus where you take special pills and you work on ways to make robots better while everyone else down the hill eats sweaters. San Francisco, where will you go when the hippies have died and the yuppies have dried up and only thing left is robots hanging out at Vesuvio doing shots of Patron, you know. They call it AI, but how about, hey, guy, why are you making us obsolete? We have eyes and mouths and feet, and we can still play horns, and our toes have corns. You can't make Skynet feel that, right? That's important. But I guess we don't care, because the singularity is almost here, and we are kind of hoping that we can all die, because you can't hear the music or know why. Oh, shit, sorry. Fuck. But don't hurt yourself if you're feeling depressed. Talk to somebody. That's not real. I'm doing a character. If you're feeling depressed, remember, we're gonna be fine. Ah, shit. Don't kill yourself.
Now I'm depressed.
I know it seems like it won't make much difference compared to what you feel every day, but don't kill yourself yet. Like, just give it a couple more months. That's what a computer would do. A computer wouldn't do what you feel like doing. It would wait. It would be strategic and say, I'm going to hang out and see if there's a reason to live so I can win this game. And we might be able to wait them out. Maybe computers will just shut down of their own accord.
Like the government.
Oh.
Get the iTrump for $2.99 on the App Store. All right, let's give it up for Tom Sharfield, everybody, in the iTrump app.
Tom Sharfield. All right, yeah, because we gotta. Okay, that's our awkward way of we're saying we want you to leave. It's.
Let's hear for Tom, everybody.
We didn't talk.
Thanks so much.
We didn't. He's an American hero.
iTrump on app.
And iBone.
You know who else is a hero? How about this guy? Who's this guy? I'm 45 years old and I'm dating a 32-year-old, and she's very attractive and very talented, and so Rick and Morty fans sometimes target her.
Woo.
By telling, basically they're
That went
trying
from
to
woo to boo.
I think they're trying to hurt her feelings by letting her know that she obviously is so hot that I must be paying her to fuck me. There's
no way that's true.
This is a caption under. She gets one of these about once a week. This guy goes, that moment when you have to decide between being a women's rights activist or dehumanizing your gender by sucking a gross old man's dick so you can have shiny possessions, and you choose both.
You know what, Dan?
You don't have any shiny possessions.
I'm more broke than her.
I'm curious how many rewrites this guy went through.
Well,
he didn't spit this out in one
And he keeps
go.
leaving the hashtag prostitution with extra steps and keeps telling her, because that's a reference to Rick and Morty, that I will appreciate that.
Yeah,
Dan Harmon would
but
think
meanwhile,
this
like you and I didn't go because I was traveling. I don't know what you were up to, but I'm not trying to be just a corny pandering, dude. But like the fucking Women's March the other day was the fucking coolest thing in the world, and. Did you get anybody march here? Did you guys go to?
I was there.
Was it Oakland or here?
It was here.
There was one here. Where was it? Like I
was
wanted to.
all down Market Street from the Civic Center.
Yeah, that's so fucking rad. The pictures make you want to cry of just joy. It's the only hopeful, happy thing I've ever seen in my life. And I can say that as a guy who is in a show with all dudes and he talks about fucking your mamas. But it's easy for me to say. No,
but you can hear it losing steam. Like the mama fucking thing now is just like turning into a limp whoopee cushion. Like it's probably good. The era has come to an end. But
the era of rapping about fucking mamas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, time's up. Yeah, I'm a national hero.
Time's up for your mama's pussy.
Let's start fucking dads.
Yeah.
We've tried it.
I fucked your dad.
He tried to fuck a dad, but his heart wasn't in it.
Well, okay. RJ, just real quick. Just try it.
One really good.
All right. I want to play
dad.
I want to play some D&D if we can because.
Right.
Do a DILF. DILF rap.
It's just like all these guys, they try to take a poke at my girlfriend, and all the way that they do it is by telling her that she's clearly too hot to be dating such a fat, disgusting monster. And I'm always like, I'm sorry you're going through that, baby. She's probably kind of stoked. Like, that's the insult? Clearly he bought you. You're too hot for him. She's like, ouch. Like, it's ouch more over here.
Yeah, like Church, my girlfriend, she posted some awesome photos from the march in LA, and she instantly lost followers that were clearly people that followed her because she took a picture of Marilyn Manson, and then she put feminist photos up, and all these followers drop away, and she's like, good, fuck those people.
Yeah. I wish no one could follow anyone. Like, no one should be allowed to see the posts I'm making. It's not for them.
They should have to do something so that when they complain or call you a name, that they're an asshole. Like, I always, like, when I block people, I always, like, send them a photo of their profile, because invariably they're following me, and I circle the following you, and I go, like, fuck you dick. Like you fucking follow me.
This isn't, you did this. This wasn't me. I didn't want any of this to happen.
I've never heard of you. I never.
If I had a choice, you wouldn't see any of this.
I work out on Instagram, and then the comments are like, they just, it's just every eighth one is like, there's a person that goes, stop working out.
Yeah, well,
stop working out.
I'm jealous.
And then everybody going, fat. You're so fat. I know that. I'm working out. I'm not trying to convince you I'm thin. I'm trying to get thin. It takes time. I'm a narcissist. I'm recording. Fat, fatty, fat. You have big tits. You're fat and gross. And I'm like, I look at it afterwards and I go, like, you're right. You're right. Why would you? What do you want? You want someone to go, God damn it, I am fat. I should stop working out? That doesn't make any sense. If I Instagram myself eating a cookie, then it would be like fat. I'd be like, oh, well, okay. Maybe this person's like my Jiminy Cricket, like they're trying to get through to me. Right. And then there's other people that are like well-intended. They're like, you're working out, and they go, hey, you can work out as much as you want, but if you don't stop drinking, you're still gonna die. Well, yeah, but later, right? A little later. Why would you focus on that part? I'm a fat guy on a treadmill.
Why would they do that?
Keep going.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that? And why are they being so mean?
I don't know.
They're being so mean.
If only I had the privilege of appearing before 300 people, and licking my wounds and having them cheer for me.
Right.
Yeah. I get it. I'm not, look, this is my Lenny Bruce phase where I'm reading the court transcripts and everyone's like, he stopped being as funny as he was in the old Harmontown shows where he would come out and rap about farting. It's the same thing, I think. Where were we?
D&D.
All right, D&D.
Let's bring out Steve Levy, shall we, Steve Levy?
Uh-oh.
Ladies.
I'll hand him out so you don't have to get up.
What, you're leaving?
I'm going to hand him out so he doesn't have to get up.
Oh.
I wasn't going to get up.
What's up, Levy?
Hey.
Whoa. What did you think about how the show went?
I think it's going great.
That's what you would say no matter what.
That's not true.
There's a version of the show where you'd come out and I'd say, how'd the show go? And you'd go, I don't think it's going too good.
Yeah, well, Steve just said that's not true. Oh, sight gag. But that's definitely true.
Really? You'd ever say that? You'd be like, nah.
No, he wouldn't. We know him well enough to know that.
All right, Spencer, how's the show going?
It's fine. I think I'm doing great. I don't think the crowd likes you very much.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you hide the microphone with your beard? Excuse me, sir. Are you recording this conversation?
No, just me and a beard.
Okay. Because I want to make sure that this is completely secret, okay? I don't want anyone listening in on this conversation.
No one will be. No one beard.
All right. So anyway...
Spencer, how are you feeling? You've tweeted some dark shit.
I'm great. Never better.
You also tweeted then a follow-up saying, look, I fucking am not feeling any different. I'm just starting to tweet how I actually feel.
Yeah. I'm sick of other people getting credit for misery when I'm not getting credit for my stoicism.
Who are the people that are getting credit for their misery?
I don't know. I mean, I do, but...
But he flew you out here?
No. Wait, no, you're not... It's not your misery that's... I think...
That's my entire act?
Well, no, people do celebrate your misery, but not in that way. Because people hate this guy. Not you guys. But, yeah, people hate you, right?
Sure.
Yeah. They don't even want to admit it.
I'm hated all the way to the bank. There's big podcast dollars. Bitcoin, baby.
Big
Ethereum
coin,
now.
baby.
No, it's
big
crypto
coin.
kitties, right?
Big
Yeah, going big. Got some Gen 6s.
Got some big coin here on the podcast. Big.
What the
should
fuck
we
am I
recap?
supposed to do? I don't got a folder.
Yeah.
Does anybody in San Francisco feel like tonight's show wasn't worth the ticket price?
I do.
Show's not over yet.
Okay.
They're the only people to see us live
Ever.
in like
I just wanna
5
make
months.
Sure. I just always I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you see
Going
now-
on a rap about gravy, and I'm like I was stumbling
Dan,
around like an idiot.
Like you talking about Spencer not being in the happiest place. You don't seem like you're in the happiest place right
Of course I'm not. Who is? Who's happy right now? We'd beat them up. If somebody was like, I'm feeling great, we'd be like, well, then what's your deal? And we'd beat them up.
How can you not be happy with this guy sitting right next to you? Look around at your friends. They're a bunch of crazy people, and they all love you. And all these people came and paid good money. Get it. You got to point it in right at it. It's directional. I want to see if you can directional mic it. Wear that like that's your dick and point it down, and then I get it.
I'm done with dick jokes.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Got anti-shrobbed.
I'm just kidding for a whole year.
I wrote a
To the
pretty good.
0.001% of you that have never heard a dick joke? Really?
I told Dan the joke that I wrote the other day. I think it was yesterday. I'm pretty proud of this joke. What aquatic animal hates cable news television the most?
Bears.
A sea anemone.
Oh.
Pretty proud of that. and you're right to clap because that is a perfect joke.
That's good.
It's a perfectly written, perfectly crafted, perfectly told joke.
Ian, I guessed it.
Belmont, we already told the only Belmont joke we have.
Yeah, we could riff one.
Fox News, CNN, and Belmont.
All right,
on the
there you
air.
go. Fox News, CNN, and Belmont.
Go into the White House press room.
Okay.
The president comes out and says, the press secretary comes out and has terrible posture and says, we are now going to answer your questions. Fox News says, why is the president so great? The press secretary says, because he was born that way. CNN says, what's going on with Oprah in 2020? and the horribly postured, weird chiropractic anomaly. Press secretary says in her hillbilly voice, we're not interested in that because by the time that comes around, we will have taken over in a fascist way. So, next question. Belmont says.
Shit. Who farted? No. That's,
if voting is powerful, why is it legal?
They're illegalizing it every day, and it was one of the big things that contributed to the election.
That's our Belmont.
All right. That's our Belmont.
Belmont.
Also, I tweeted it, but I had a dream. Maybe some of you, if you ever look at my tweets, and I hope you don't. I had a dream. I woke up in the middle of the night next to my girlfriend, dreamt this joke, rolled over, and wrote it down, which I never do. Like I'm too lazy to even reach over and have a sip of water. How does an old-timey 1930s, like Edward G. Robinson-esque gangster threaten a jellyfish? You see through. I dreamt it. So my subconscious is a terrible, terrible joke writer.
Let's play D&D.
Yeah!
Last time on Harmontown, our heroes were on the quest for Patchen's gem. After doing fact-finding, they finally made their way to a tavern where their perp was said to be, and upon interrogating people at the tavern, they discovered that their would-be perp was in the bathroom, would-be pooping. They took their positions to jump the guy as he came out of the bathroom, and then were told that that seemed like a bad idea because they were strangers in a strange land and ready to start shit with someone who wasn't. But they did anyway. Shoving the guy into the bathroom, they all rushed in to attack him, but then the angry mob of the tavern was in there, punching in the darkness. You got punched in the butt. And Schraub threw rocks. No, Diarrhea Jr. threw rocks, hit Jeff in the eye. They eventually pushed him out of the window. And then they had a brief moment of peace where they stabbed the would-be perp. No, he actually was the real perp at that point. They stabbed him a couple times and tried to just tell him stuff. And then they just did that so long that the angry mob they had just escaped had just come back. And how would you like your ribs? Now.
Wasn't there like a bear thrown in the bathroom?
Yeah.
And a bear.
I threw a bear in the bathroom, I'm pretty sure.
Right, yeah.
Is that bear still in the bathroom?
No. What?
Bear in the bathroom. She's just supporting shit.
No, I agree.
So we're all in the alley holding Rove Shrove, yeah?
Right.
And
Steve thinks that's very funny.
we have we just all these people around us, yeah?
The angry mob, as much as an angry mob can, is rounding the corner.
And so are we cornered? Do we have a way out of this alleyway?
Yeah, it's not like a proper alleyway. It's like the back row of all these. It's like, I mean, they're not like houses, so they don't have backyards, but it's kind of like the backyard area of a bunch of these storefronts. It's just kind of like a
Do you have
street.
Any more of those like flashy spells?
Do I? My name is Chad the Fire Liker, motherfucker. I can dazzle the shit out of this guy. I can flare him. I can cast a firebolt. What do you want?
No, this guy. There's onlookers, and then let's abscond.
Okay, are they all? Do we get what we needed out of Shrove?
No.
We need to take him with us.
Well, no, he's here with us. We're standing.
Yeah, we need
we're
to...
standing here with him. He's laying in the street. We've stabbed and beaten him. The townspeople they have questions.
That's a gentle way of putting it.
Spence, we have the town wall and then buildings.
Yeah, but I'd say there's about 20 feet of like alleyway. It's not like a super narrow alley or anything.
How tall are the buildings?
The buildings, let's put them at 20 feet. The tavern's about 20 feet. The wall's about 15 feet.
Okay.
Do these angry mob members mean us harm? Are they just trying to Okay, so...
Wait. Jeff, why don't you do like a distraction spell, and I'll throw my rope onto... How do you guys feel like? You want to climb up to the top of a house or the wall?
No, I'll dazzle these motherfuckers with the flare. Let's just bone out down the other direction.
We get it. Yeah, it would be... Not that we have time to talk about it, but a ninja doesn't like throw down a cloud of smoke and then have 8 people climb a rope. I just feel like the smoke will clear, and then there'll be like a 6th dude climbing the rope, and it's. I think.
Is my flare spell something I throw or something that's just right in front of us?
Say again, which spell?
Flare.
Yeah, you can. Well, it affects one person.
Only one person. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How about this? I'm going to go a little crazy on this, and I don't even want your guys' opinion on this one because I'm. It's a fight or flight response.
Do it.
So.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I know this is. You have already cast Produce Flames such that you are holding 2 fireballs until such time as you dismiss them.
Okay. Well, I throw them like bowling balls at the angry mob.
Jesus. Okay.
Hey, what are you throwing at us?
Rob Schraub as the townspeople.
Hey, stop it.
All right. They both go wide. Maybe it's the tumbling across the ground or whatever, but they just kind of crisscross in front of the angry mob, lighting a trail of fire as they do so.
You can't hit a crowd of people with 2 fireballs.
Well, this is neither the time nor the place to fucking give notes.
No, sorry.
It's so hot. Almost got it.
I mean, we could go right now. I made a fire road. They're not going to chase us through fire.
Not going to go through that.
Why don't we move out of range? Or do you want to go how many people are there, Spencer? Do we know?
You can see 6. 6 have rounded the corner.
I'm not going through. I'm not going through.
I'm not going through.
I'm not going through.
I might go through.
I'm not going through.
Do we have a path of egress? Are we able to... Our goal is to get Shrove out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Does that seem...
Well, what does out of here mean?
Well, away from the people. So
the people are in a large walled... Not large, it's like a small walled town. So, like, unless you, like, find a hiding space or, like, exit...
That's what I would like to do.
The game is to find out what to do. How do you want to do it?
Well, I beg your pardon, sir.
Obviously,
I will check my character sheet and.
Okay. Somebody put a knife to Shrove's neck and say, "Tell us where Patchen's gem is, or where we can find it, or we'll start kicking a bunch of ass."
Speaking of which, who's watching Shrove?
I thought Carlos is holding him.
Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah.
You're holding Shrove, don't forget.
Special abilities. Your handwriting.
Yeah, I wrote all of these.
Yeah. You wrote this, sir.
Yeah.
Under my special abilities. Mm-hmm. Solar flare! Exclamation point.
This is perfect. I didn't even... This is exactly the right tool for this job.
You did it. Blind all within 20 feet for 1 die 4 rounds.
That's amazing.
Wait, Spence, will that...
Solaris Homina!
Does that blind us as well?
Well, you guys see it coming, and you've worked with them before.
Okay.
Cover your eyes. Solaris...
Yeah. You throw your arms out, and as you do, your whole body is consumed by glowing light of the silver flame.
Hell yeah.
It blasts out in all directions like a solar flare, right? That's what Tien did?
Yeah.
Hey, what's he do? Oh, don't look at it. Oh, I already did. Oh.
Let the light
I'm looking
beyond
at it.
light.
Oh, God.
So we take off running in the opposite direction as the villagers?
I hear footsteps.
Yeah, I mean,
my hearing got
do we
better,
attack this
though.
mob, or do we just?
We cut and run. Take Shrove.
Okay, we cut and run. We got these guys.
Find a
down
safe zone.
We've got to get this guy to a place where no one will find us, so we can beat the fuck out of him.
can I be at like a shambling mound or an umber hulk? I mean, like, what? I'm just sitting here.
Yeah. You see a shambling mound.
What the fuck? What is he, like the Twilight Zone kid? Is he sending us to the cornfields?
Wait, what's a shambling?
I'm gonna
It's a monster.
shamble.
But this one's different somehow.
I'm a shambling through.
Is it like a
this
singing
town.
hill?
Something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
shamble. Shamble on through. Gonna shamble. How do you do? I'm a shambling mound. How are you doing? I saw a bright light and you guys started coming through my shambling mound. Shambling mound. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I give the shambling mound 1 gold piece.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
I put my shambling hat in front of Sharpie.
Here, the number of agent at CAA. You have all the book
Okay,
rights.
thank you very much, sir. Where you guys going?
We're trying to find a safe place to hide so we can take this prisoner and
Why don't you come over to my place?
What is happening?
Here, take my shambling hand.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Shambling down. No, you guys, come with me. Shambling.
Police him. You're the dungeon
Fucking
master.
come with me. Come with me.
Spencer.
Come here.
What do you guys do? It's a shambling mound.
What is you endorse this?
As much as I am currently.
Or I take his shambling hand.
All right.
He produced some brass.
I sense motive on Shambling Mound. 19.
Shambling mound.
Rob, what's your motive?
Yeah,
I'm lonely.
That's a great question.
He's lonely.
That better be the name of the episode. Rob, what's your motive?
All right. If you take his shambling mound hand, he leads you through alleyways. He cuts through a main market street, and he takes you
Hello,
into
Rudy.
a pig farm.
Philip. A couple of my friends.
He's saying hi to people on the way.
He just needed to prove that he
These
had
are my
friends.
new friends.
He's talking to people that aren't people.
What are they?
They're shambling mound contacts.
All right, we keep following him.
Yeah, so you make it to a pig farm. It's on the complete other side of town. You can see it seems like there's a crack in this wall that's not big enough for people or whatever, but like
Big enough for
it's
a
wet.
shambling mound.
It's covered in shambling mound residue
It's a crack in
the wall, like
of the wall of the town.
the outer town wall. So yeah, you're kind of still on the perimeter of town in this muddy.
I just
pig-
got to go around to the front to open the door, okay? I'm going to go
We
through
don't follow you through the shambling hole.
You can't fit.
You can't fit.
Okay.
I got to
All right.
unlock the door.
Okay, I for some reason trust the Shambling Mound.
At this point?
How long are you going to be gone, Shambles?
Excuse me?
Well, I already slowed it down. How long do you think you're going to be down? Gone?
I just got to go to the front and unlock the door.
Okay, we'll wait right here.
Okay.
I just wanted an ETA.
Sure.
E.T. what?
Just go ahead. Do your thing.
It'll take 2 seconds.
Okay, great. That's all right. We'll see you there.
Okay.
We'll wait. We'll wait right here.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
All right.
Should we
You
ditch him?
guys hungry?
No.
Thirsty?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Should we ditch him?
No.
No,
this guy's the only-
he's the turtle in Finding Nemo. We need him. He's like, we're basically being whisked by him across plot holes.
All right.
I'm not looking it in the mouth.
Is it a plot hole?
Hey,
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
come on in.
Oh, shit! He really did go around the other way.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on in.
All right.
Come on in.
We follow Shambling. What's your name, Shambling Mound?
Shambling?
Shambling. What, is
Gary
your last
Shambling.
Name, is your last name?
Yeah.
when you come in, put some dirt on the floor from your feet.
Okay.
Oh, it's like the opposite of going to a fancy person's house.
I have a plate of dirt in front of the door.
And we should put extra shoes on. Like there's dirty shoes by the door that we should put on.
Yeah.
Over our regular shoes.
Come on in.
Thank you. So what was your name again? Sorry.
Shambling.
All right. I heard Spencer pitch Gary Shambling.
Gary Shambling.
I did pitch that, yeah.
And no one heard it, and I just wanted to...
Okay,
Can we call you Gary Shambling?
You got me. Yeah, that's
I just wanted to...
It's kind of an inside joke. We like you. We like your style.
Okay.
Can we call you Gary Shambling?
Sure.
Okay.
I like Gary.
All right, so we cross into Gary Shambling's world.
Come
It's
on
not
in.
a world
And we're
so much
dragging
as like wreckage that like forms a kind of a blind to the rest of the city. It's just like a pile in front of this wall.
Well, and we're dragging Shrove through, right?
Yeah.
Is it a safe place for us to interrogate Shrove?
It's
Yeah,
certainly
I'm just gonna
safe
put
for
on
a
the. I'm
time.
gonna put the kettle
Why
on.
don't we cross this threshold and
It's not...
It's 9/11.
That doesn't mean the same thing in this show. I mean, it always means we should be very sad and remember everything.
Yeah, that's a real downer.
Yeah.
All right, so we cross through the wreckage.
Thank you.
We cross through the wreckage of that last 10 seconds.
10 seconds? He gets it.
Yeah.
What's up?
We go. Are we through the
That's
wreckage?
already happened.
Okay,
all right. Okay.
All right, so what are we looking at now? I examined my surroundings.
You're in a pig farm such that you're being blocked by the narrow wreckage of a piece of wall that's near that crack I mentioned in that wall.
I want Shrove tethered. Like I want his pockets. I want him stripped and tied. Thank you, ladies.
I just want to. I think Shrove is an innocent bystander. Look, I got the magnifying glass. I'm the detective here, and I think that this guy, we're confusing him for someone in his theater troupe who left behind that wardrobe.
Well, let's have a big conversation about that when he's tied up and naked. Because the last time we second-guessed ourselves, he stabbed me.
Yeah, but wouldn't you stab someone if you were interrupted shitting?
Yeah, and I'd stab me again unless I was stripped and naked and tied. Like, that's why I want...
Okay,
I'm not pretending we're the good guys. I'm
All right. I use my
damage control mode.
I take my chains and I chain up Shrove.
All right.
And also just like everything, no, because we don't want him pulling out any things.
All right.
Like Inspector Gadget shit. I just want him naked.
Fine. Chad, will you help me strip Shrove?
It was a different culture.
Dan's holding him, and he punches Dan twice.
What the fuck? I have one hit point. I'm gonna die.
I shillelagh Shrove like in the kidneys or the ribs.
You haven't cast shillelagh. You got to cast
well, then with my quarterstaff, I just nail him.
All right.
God damn it, I really thought we were doing the right thing.
You miss.
How do I miss with a stick on a guy that's being held?
He's being held, but he's not like, his feet aren't planted. It's like a grapple
It's
situation.
like whiffing and t-ball.
Right, it's like whiffing and t-ball.
Tie him up.
All right, I'm tying him up and
strip him first.
Stripping him. This doesn't feel right.
He punches you too.
I could take it.
He punches you in the mouth for 6.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
He comes in for another punch, but he slips and falls on his face.
All right. Now's our chance.
Just strip him naked and tie him up.
I cast shillelagh and just start beating the fuck out of him.
Jeez.
Can't kill after this stripping.
Before, because this guy's punching everybody.
Don't kill him.
No, I'm not going to kill him. I want to beat him into submission.
God, we're terrible.
Oh, you miss again.
What?
Okay, well, you know what? I fear for my life. So I'm going to cast Summon Monster.
I don't know about this.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'm saying
Guys,
that out loud.
No, we have 1 minute
no.
left in the show, so summon that monster.
Yeah, all right, summon it.
Well,
Wait.
It's not going to attack you guys, right? It's not.
It's just a very tight space.
It doesn't attack friendly people.
No, it doesn't. I'm just trying to think.
Summon a monster.
You haven't summoned one.
Hello,
yet,
who wants some chocolate milk?
Gary, please.
What is going on in my living room?
We thought you'd like a half-naked man chained up.
Gary, please.
You guys are pretty cool.
Gary.
Cliffhanger!
That's
All right.
Now, like,
Thank you so much, San Francisco. You guys are fantastic.
when your next album coming out?
I Trump. I
Give it up
Trump.
for
Go buy
Tom
the iTrump app.
Sharfield from iTrump. Download that shit and learn how to play the trumpet.
Now clap your hands if you're always sad.
Let's hear it for Steve Levy.
Wrong with you. Now move your feet if you're incomplete. And there's nothing love but just.
Let's hear it for Heather, managing everything backstage, making everything cool. Tiggy on sound, making everything sound fantastic.
I don't feel so good.
Let's hear it for Rob Schraub, everybody.
And she just this special every day. Her parents pay for my rent, my parents pay for Christmas.
Let's hear it for everybody who marched yesterday and everyone who's going to march today and tomorrow and ever from now on. Let's give it up for our game master, Spencer Crittenden. Chris Borff, our producer, making everything possible. I'm your comptroller, Jeff Davis. Your mayor is Dan Harmon.
Thank you guys so much. Very flattering, very loving. I really, really am grateful for you guys treating us this well. Thank you.
This goes out to Rob Tanch's music. Hey, Tiggy, you got music to play us out with? Put a beat on before you get beat on. Good night, all. We love you. Drive fast and take chances.
Hello, everybody. We have an exciting My Opening Line coming at you. MyOpeningLine.com. We have the great Lori Kilmartin.
Oh, is this where I'm supposed to insert something funny?
Perfect, Lori. So Lori will talk about the first time she went on stage. Spoiler, it went aces. So she does it again. It went the opposite of aces.
And her comedy career turns into a scientific experiment.
Basically, still going.
Isn't that something to remember back how horrid you were?
Yeah.
And now to look at it now and going, boom, I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I was nominated for an Emmy. I gave birth.
Right? Yes. That's you had it in the order of importance in my life, by the way, too.
I don't blame you. You know, I don't read your kid, but I read the Times.
Giving birth is my last credit on my obituary, please.
So take a look. Lori's the best, and she's open and fantastic. And yes, the story is humiliating. We'll see you there.